What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I have to make a video on this. Now, I did do a live stream streaming the AMA and giving my opinion of what CZ said. Now, before I actually left the house to take Harper to the bus stop, like I needed to do, I'm sorry that I had to leave during that. I did listen to everything. I also tried to get up on the stage to talk about things, but it seems like they sort of silenced anybody that would talk about the about Lunic at all. They wanted to really talk about Binance, and since he addressed Lunic by with Vegas that came up, they were just like, look, we don't want to talk about this anymore, and there will be a big discussion about it because there's a lot of people that are definitely heated about the things that he said. Now, I don't think he actually thought about what he said. I think he was sort of speaking, and it's kind of weird the way that he was going about it, because I can definitely hear that he was thinking too much into this and giving his opinions, but making them seem like they're fact. So it was definitely a difficult situation as we were looking into it. I'll definitely talk about what happened, what was said, and then we'll go into CZ's response after he said what he said. So guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos, more of these updates. Let me know if you guys agree with me. You don't have to agree with me. I'm 100% open to people disagreeing with me. This is what this channel is all about. It's about transparency and, kind of speaking, what you believe in your heart, in your mind, right? So yeah, definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys want to follow my Patreon, we're almost at 300 subscribers over on Patreon. So definitely check that out if you guys are interested in any other like buy alerts, sell alerts, any other information that we give you beforehand, before everybody else gets this information. So definitely check that out. But again, Binance, this was something that kind of caught a lot of people by surprise. They were like, wait, is the AMA pushed up? Because there was an AMA that's supposed to happen on the 6th of October, where we're talking about the 1.2%, we're talking about Lunic, and maybe that's the reason why they kind of pushed everybody out the window, because Crypto King was up there and then all of a sudden wasn't able to speak, I guess. Happy Caddy Crypto was up there and then removed as a speaker. I tried right from the beginning to be placed as a speaker, but I would imagine a lot of other people did the same. So I thought that maybe I was just too late at pressing the button. Totally understand. But if somebody was already up there, then they should be able to ask their question. I'm just glad that Vegas was able to ask the question, which created a lot of heat in Twitter right now, in the Lunic community, right? So anyways, what was said here? Right. So Vegas came up and asked about the 1.2% burn, talked about it being implemented on chain, not really getting into details as to the complications that they're having with the on chain burns, but more specifically wanted to talk about off chain burns. And CZ's response was kind of shocking. I thought it was going to be like a sort of response, but no response at the same time. It was basically him saying that maybe it won't be a good idea to implement the burn tax. And it caught me by surprise. I thought that he would say, all right, well, maybe we'll have some complications. We want to see other exchanges do this. But he basically said, look, I don't want to risk the exchange and the volume in the exchange because I don't want to move any other Lunic over to any other platform. Right now, it's about competition. And it's more about competition than it is about the investors or customers at this point. So they care about the 50 or 60% that goes into their platform of Lunic versus all the other percentage that goes towards MEXC. So they don't want to see any of their user base move over to any of these platforms like MEXC or crypto.com, or if Coinbase lists it, whatever, right? They don't want them to move over. So they said, we want to see everybody implement it. And if we don't see everybody implement it, then it doesn't make sense to do it as one sole CEX, which doesn't make sense. All of the other exchanges are waiting for Binance to do something. The reason why they're waiting for Binance to do something is because they control the market share. They control 60% of the volume that flows through Terra Luna Classic. So every other exchange is waiting to see if they do it. If they do it, then they want to follow in their footsteps. But if the smaller exchanges doing it, they're the ones that actually take a lot of their investors away by Binance having it absolutely tax free by investing in there. So Binance is the one that needs to take that leap. I made this comparison in the live stream. It's like this middle school or freshman dance to where everybody's waiting on by the bleachers or waiting, by the wall, and we're waiting for the popular kids to go out and start dancing. Once the popular kids start go out and dance, that other kids can go out and start dancing. That's what we're waiting for, right? The popular exchange to go out there. So anyways, that's what was said, and he caught a lot of heat on Twitter. Where instantly, as I go, let me go back to my page here. Instantly, I tweeted Binance. Obviously, that's something that is going around. So it's just funny play on words, but it's serious. Like, people are going to leave your platform, and I was going to ask a follow up and say, what about the fact that you just said that you wouldn't support the 1.2%, or technically implied that you wouldn't support the 1.2% burn. And, you're going to have a lot of people that decide to leave your platform. Well, it's good that your deposits and withdrawals are off, because if they were on, your hot wallet would be completely drained right now. I guarantee there's a lot of people that are like, I'm moving all my money off of Binance. I'm getting out of here. I don't know if they would actually do it, but I'm sure it would go from 2.3 trillion down to less than 2 trillion in a matter of an hour, probably in a matter of minutes. So anyways, I sent that, but then I also saw the response that he said. And the response here, basically, they talked about the Lunic 1.2% on Twitter, or on the Twitter Spaces. Another option is to implement the feature to let users opt into the 1.2% trading fee themselves to burn, and see how many of the voting community do that first. Vote with your fees. So this, I thought, was kind of, they're trying to approach it as the middle ground. And I understand something is better than nothing. And most people will say this is amazing that they're even allowing it, right? Somebody to opt in. But when you opt in, it's kind of giving me beginning stages of like Shiba Inu vibes, right? Shiba Inu, anytime you had any type of burn, no offense to anybody that holds Shiba Inu, I do hold Shiba Inu, but no offense to the devs, even though there is some sort of shade. You would basically opt into any type of burn. So whether you're going to change your name in the metaverse, whether you're going to change your name in the in Shiboshis, or whether you're going to opt into burning your own coins over on the burn portal, that's an opt-in feature. Nobody wants that, because if anybody had the choice to choose greed, most people will choose greed. That's what gets a lot of people into trouble with investing in the first place. They choose greed. So what makes you think that the bigger investors are going to choose to get their $1 million taxed by 1.2%? They're going to say, hell no, I don't want 1.2% taken out of my $1 million, or 2 million or $10 million, right? They're going to say no. So I responded here, and hopefully it pops up. I responded, giving investors the option to choose is probably not the best idea. It is an all or nothing deal, in my opinion. This is giving more millionaires the ability to profit, while retail traders or retail investors are burning 1.2% to create that profit for them. This is the problem that we see. Anytime there's an option, the retail traders are making that move. And we don't even know if it will get implemented, because maybe that's only 10% of the overall volume that goes through there. You might see whales that account for the larger portion of volume. You might see bigger buyers that account for the larger portion of volume. So 40%, 50% could go towards the $1 million, $1 billion holders, or people that are investing hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you're investing a lot of money, you don't want the 1.2% to be implemented on when you buy, right? You want it to be implemented on when everybody else buys and sells, but you want to make sure that everybody is doing it. It's not an opt-in deal. It shouldn't be an opt-in deal. It should be a, we're going to implement this and it's going to happen. Let me ask you a question, Binance, if you ever watch this. I don't think you'll watch it, but if you're going to give this option for a 1.2%, right? You have trading fees. How about they opt into your trading fees in every different cryptocurrency that they buy? Can they opt into that? Because if they opt into those trading fees, will they take that, or would they just decide to, go without them? Most likely it's going to be the latter. So anyways, I just wanted to put this out there. This is the way that I feel about it. I don't think it's the end of the world. I think he's going to obviously catch a lot of heat for all of this. And we will definitely have a discussion about it, whether it's a good idea to implement the 1.2%, because it seems like majority of the community wants it to happen. They just don't want to be the only ones that are taking out the 1.2%, right? If they opt in, they want to see that everybody else is opting in. It creates another middle school dance scenario where they're like, is the most popular person going to opt into the 1.2%? Are the millionaires going to opt into the 1.2%? If not, I'm not going out there and dancing. I'm not going out there and opting in if they're not opting in. So you can't give people an option to create greed over opportunity. I mean, they're going to see greed every single time. So anyways, that's my update for that. It's a little bit, obviously I'm a little bit heated. You can see that my voice is a little bit elevated, but we need to find a better middle ground, and the middle ground needs to be that it gets implemented for a short period of time, see how the community reacts. And if the community reacts in a positive way, if you see volume, decrease, or you see the amount of holders decrease or something like that, then maybe you can make that move. But I feel like you need to test the waters, and don't test the waters with an option. Test the waters by actually implementing it. MEXC tested the waters, and I heard they did pretty well. So why can't Binance do this? Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, you can definitely follow me on Twitter. I just realized that I didn't show any of my screens. So you're going to have to just take my word for it. Maybe I'll edit it and put it in here, because I feel like I recorded a really decent response here. So anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.